Okay guys, welcome back to the Aggrotank episode, whatever this is. We're taking a look at the X-Men Destiny Extreme walkthrough. And we're right up at the point here where we're going to run into Pyro. They did a lot of fan service with this game, which I appreciated. I'll mute it out here for a second so you get to hear Pyro's got that real Australian accent that he's supposed to have.
Reminds me of me. Hey, one more thing. You know,
So
Magneto's coming back to
Pyro
us,
real
right?
quick, and we're going to accept his mission. Now, by accepting his mission, we're going to go into another challenge arena. And you saw the challenge arena last time, where we go down and take a look at... No, we don't take a look at anything. We beat the shit out of a whole bunch of guys. And it's good to accept as many of those missions as you can, because you usually get either some kind of suit or a unique power gene that you can use afterwards. Now, one thing to note that I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, right in the beginning, right as you're talking to Pyro, to the right of him there's a propaganda on the wall. I know I missed it, but I want to make sure that if you guys are, watching this as you play through, I want to make sure that you guys get that, because I did not. So once we get into the challenge arena, we're going to go over there, take care of that rocket launcher guy real quick, because they can be a real pain in the ass when you're in the middle of a combo, and they just hit you with that fucking rocket launcher and mess everything up. So, you can all see Pyro's actually pretty fucking cool. You see him kind of sliding around, lighting bitches up on fire. And really being actually very cool. You can see one enemy left. Didn't take too long to get through that. So we're just going to go over here, and part of his challenge arena was just to let those people out. Presumably mutants. And it just so happened from completing that mission that we got the Pyro suit. Now that does not always happen where you get the suit of the suit or the power of the person that you're assisting. It just so happened that randomly that time I got the Pyro suit. Not a huge fan of the way the suit looks. The suits that they give these characters in general usually look very good, especially how they give them to the characters. But when put on your generic character, Grant in this case, it just does not look right. So we stumble across Mystique and Nightcrawler here, and then we're going to have a quick little conversation with them and decide what we're going to do. They're both presenting 2 points of the same plan. Basically, I think there's some mutants inside the building. Nightcrawler wants to go inside and get them all. Mystique wants to get them all as well, but blow up the roof so that the purifiers can't land a helicopter on top and capture them. So we're going to hear both sides of their story and make a decision. I really like I mentioned before with Pyro, they did a lot of fan service and created the characters really well. Well, one thing I don't like about this interaction right here is that the interaction between Mystique and Nightcrawler is missing something. For those of you who are fans of the comics, Mystique is actually Nightcrawler's mother. They've never really had a family or motherly son relationship, but there's missing some kind of awkwardness in the conversation between them. So that was a little disappointing, but other than that, everything else here is going fine. When you take a look at Mystique's face here, she's arguably the best face in the game, as weird as that sounds. It almost seems like, and they might have, but it seems like they did mocap on her face, and it just looks very real. You can feel the emotion in her face. Whereas Grant, he's kind of a stock character, kind of a little bit boring. And Nightcrawler, just nowhere near the same level of detail that they did with Mystique. And I'm wondering if that's just a timing issue or something intentional behind that. But like you can see right here, there's true, I'm going to just say mocap in her face. Whereas everyone else is clearly just computer generated. Alright, so we're going to decide to do the help Pyro mission, which shows you Mystique, which is a little weird, I felt, but ultimately doesn't matter. So we're going to go ahead and climb up the side of the building here, just double check, make sure we got everything we want. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the Pyro suit, if I'm not mistaken, adds flame damage to your physical attacks. So you get a little bonus for the different types of suits you wear. I'm going to level up the 3rd level of my Ether Blades. I don't think I have enough now. I'm just shy of getting the 3rd tier for that power. But we're going to go ahead and climb up here, do a little ground pound. The first part of the mission is to clear the roof. It's pretty intense with the amount of characters, the amount of enemies that are up here right now. In the close quarters, you see the rocket guys are taking big chunks of my health away. And it gets a little hairy there for a second. But it was a pretty intense fight up here, which I enjoyed a lot. The problem with it, which you'll see in a minute here, I did that massive, pretty epic battle, but there's still 3 or 4 characters that need to be defeated, and they come out of the door one by one. A little late to the party, but really killed the momentum that the game was starting to build up as far as the gameplay goes. Yeah, so we finally take care of that last guy. So another guy comes out, so does Pyro. And we're gonna help Pyro blow the roof up. So Pyro's gonna hold off the guys, and my objective is to go around and knock off all the gas lines on the top of the roof. I guess that are going across the gas pipe there, and that'll allow Pyro to you know, blow it up. Now, I could probably get a lot of experience just by, you know, beating up guys as they, you know, come through the door. But the first time playing through this, I noticed we're on a time limit, and I didn't want to waste too much time fighting them. Now, by no means is the time limit a tight time limit. As you can see, I had I believe over a minute and a half left to complete that part, but I didn't want to take any chances. Now from this part here, I don't know how long it takes Pyro to blow up the roof, so I'm not going to waste any time. Alright, then we're going to run over here, and we're going to meet up with Forge, and we're going to have a little conversation with him. Oh, I lied. Before we meet up with Forge, we're going to go release some more mutants that are being held in captivity. So we're going to go over there, bust that thing, let them out, just double check, make sure there's no propaganda laying around. Then we see the X there. I'm just going to make sure I get a little bit more health to make sure I'm at full capacity. Double check my powers here, see if there's anything I can level up. And I finally get that 3rd tier, which adds a... not that. What you're seeing right now is the 4th tier, which I was leveling up a little bit. I don't quite have enough for that yet. So you can see we have Forge here. We're going to talk to him. He's going to ask us to watch his back while he's... seems like there's some mutants stuck inside that thing. So he's going to try and break it open. But the purifiers keep coming and attacking him, so we're going to help him out. You'll see like these rockets flying across the screen. Let me see if I can... No, there you go. There's two right there. Those are, for lack of a better term, friendly rockets. Forge has set up two, two defense points over there, so they're helping you out. Now with the Ether Blade that I leveled up to the 3rd power, it adds a ground pound after the roundhouse kick. So let me see if I can get a good shot of it here. Yeah, so you're doing that, you do the kick, I didn't do it that time. You do the kick and then you follow up with the ground punch right there. So it just adds one more string. Alright, and I think that clears everybody up. Yep, so we're going to go over here. We're going to talk to Forge. He's pretty much just going to let us know what's going on. He's going to give us our next string of the mission, which is to see if we can find where these strange communications are coming from. Alright, and that's pretty much going to wrap up this part. I'm just going to let this last part play out. Thanks for watching this playthrough, and check back for the second part. Not the second part, the next part, coming soon. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. This is JT for the Aggrotank signing out. If you want to click subscribe to us, we're going to try and do some more of this stuff with other video games. Please leave us any of your comments, feedback, questions, concerns. And, check out our website at www.aggrotank.com. And we'll see you guys soon. Alright, thanks for watching.
You can think it up. Odds are I can make it for you.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
Frankly, yes. The detonation signal for that bomb was sent from a long way off, but it was routed locally. Somewhere up over our heads, there's a router or signal tower of some kind. If you can find it and shut it down, we won't have to worry about any other bombs or devices responding to that signal.
I'm on my way.
Good luck.